China, Kazuya is an orphaned high school teenager who has a bitter life. Currently, he was heading to the nearest mini market to buy some fast food. But suddenly, he saw people running from the mini market due to a robbery incident. Then two girls bumped into Kazuya and they fell down there. At first, Kazuya told them to run away quickly, but they got scared and the robber attacked them. Kazuya mustered up the courage to fight the robber so the two girls could escape safely. But unfortunately, Kazuya was stabbed by the robber's knife and the robber ran away from there. Kazuya was bleeding profusely and the mini market owner immediately called the hospital to send an ambulance. The two girls were crying because Kazuya saved them from the robbery incident. Kazuya's consciousness begins to fade, and he suddenly wakes up in the body of a 3-year-old child named Kain. Kain's mother and Sylvia were worried about Kain's condition because he had been unconscious for a week due to a high fever. Because of that, Kain's beautiful mother told Kain to rest first. Kain's mother also told Sylvia to make soup for Kain. When they had left Kain's room, Kazuya was still confused by this situation. How could he be in a child's body like this? After being silent for a while, he realized that the reincarnation system existed in the real world. Kazuya is a fan of reincarnation and otherworldly themed light novels, so he was very happy to be reincarnated into this world. Kazuya also thought he was dead on Earth, and he managed to save 2 beautiful girls before. Then Kazuya will live a new life as Kain von Silford. But some things made Kain uncomfortable when being cared for by Sylvia, the beautiful maid who made me fall in love with her. Even though Kain wasn't used to being looked after by Sylvia, Kain could glean much information from her. Kain's father and mother were named Garm and Sara. The older sister was named Riani. Sara was Garm's second wife, while Garm's first wife was named Maria. Maria gave birth to 2 sons named Jin and Alex. Garm was a high-class noble and had the power to be in charge of preventing attacks from other countries. Garm also presides over the monster-infested forest areas around the kingdom of Esfort. Sylvia also told Kain many things. Of course, Kain was very excited because everything Sylvia told was exactly like what was in the light novel. Because of that, Kain wanted to learn magic and various things in this world. He wanted to live a happy life now. Days, weeks, or months passed, and Kain quickly learned various things. Even Riani was very proud to have a smart little brother like Kain. Then Kain's parents were curious, why did Kain change so drastically since that fever? Garm also thought that the gods blessed intelligence on Kain. But Kain remains humble, and he says that Sylvia continues to help him. So Kain could learn anything fast thanks to Sylvia. Then Kain wanted his father to tell him about the history and various kinds of magic in this world. Of course, Kain's parents were very happy because Kain was excited to learn magic. But Kain hasn't been able to learn magic directly because he hasn't been baptized. The baptism ceremony is usually performed when the child is 5 years old. So Kain's father told him to study through books first. Several days, weeks, or months passed, and it turned out that Kain could use basic magic smoothly. But he hid this from his family because he didn't want to surprise them. Not only Sylvia, but Riani also helped Kain learn magic and various things in this world. Even Rain also told a lot about the history of the Esfort kingdom about 300 years ago. The first king to build the kingdom of Esfort was an adventurer named Yuya. Then Kain thought that Yuya was Japanese because of his name. In another world, most people have Western names, and only Yuya has a Japanese name. Riani also told Kain about the elf, dwarf, and demi-beast races. There are even tame monsters that have very soft fur. 2 years have passed, and Kain is already 5 and immediately headed to church. Many residents were amazed when they saw Garm's family passing by the city market. Kain really enjoyed his life in this world. Then Kain was curious about a way to see the status of magic, so he asked Riani about it. When Riani showed how to operate the status magic, Kain saw the text "My beloved Kain" in Riani's status window. Then Kain's parents explained magic to Kain. After learning magic through books or in person, some additional abilities are blessed by the gods and goddesses. The maximum for that ability was at level 5. If someone was blessed with a level 5 ability, it was obvious that someone possessed extraordinary strength. When they arrived at the church, the baptismal ceremony immediately started, and suddenly the statues of the gods and goddesses shone very brightly. Then Kain's soul enters the realm of the gods and is warmly welcomed by them. Magic goddess Reno, war god Sarnos, life goddess Lime, creator god Zenom, skill god Grim, commercial god Panom, earth goddess Bella. Actually, there are 2 more gods, but I won't say their names. I'm sure you guys will scold me for opening up too many stories from the light novel. The gods and goddesses have been waiting for Kazuya to come to the church for a long time. They wanted to meet him and explain something about this reincarnation. In truth, Kazuya's death was beyond the gods and goddesses' expectations. The robber would not kill anyone because the gods and goddesses agreed to trip him up and be caught by the citizens. But Kazuya tries to fight the robber and accidentally dies there. Because of that, Lime decided to reincarnate Kazuya in another world with Bella's permission. After all, Kazuya had good intentions to save the 2 girls, so he has the right to be reincarnated into another world. Kazuya won't remember anything about Kain. He could only remember his previous life and make new memories in this world. Lime deliberately sealed all memories about Kain to prevent Kazuya's mentality. At first, Kazuya was surprised that his struggle against the robber was futile. But at least, he can live again, and Kazuya doesn't mind Lime's decision to seal Kain's memory. Kazuya thanks the gods and goddesses for giving him a second chance at life. Then they are very interested in Kazuya because he has learned much about this world, including magic. So all the gods and goddesses blessed Kazuya with extraordinary strength. After Kazuya thanked them, his soul would return to his body by Zenom. But Kazuya saw Zenom laughing as if he was playing a prank on Kazuya or something weird. After that, Kazuya excused himself to go to the toilet for a bit, and when he saw the status of his magic, Kazuya's guess was right. Abilities are truly maximized in various aspects. There are even many additional skills from the gods and goddesses. Generally, level 5 was the maximum level gods and goddesses gave to humans in this world. But specifically for Kazuya, he was given level 10. Then Kazuya saw that there was a skill to fake magic status. This skill is given by Zenom. Kazuya immediately used the skill so his family wouldn't know about it. At night, Kain's parents wanted to see Kain's magical status. They were curious about the light suddenly appearing during the previous baptismal ceremony. They had never seen it happen. Then when Kain showed them his magic status, they were shocked because the gods and goddesses blessed too many abilities and skills. Moreover, the amount of mana that Kain had was beyond reason. Kain's father told Kain to hide his powers. It's too dangerous. Even Kain could be monitored by the government because Kain's power could threaten this country. Kain's father also told Sylvia and the other maids not to talk about Kain's strength to others. After that, Kain wanted to try summoning monsters from a book. He had thought the clue would summon a cute monster, but it turns out a huge beast was summoned. Riani and one cat race girl also happened to pass by there. Of course, Kain immediately fought the monster and returned it to the summoning magic. After that, Kain apologized to them for summoning such a monster. Riani and the cat race girl were grateful that Kain was still alive. In Kain's mind, he was happy because his powers could be used to help others. In this world, Kain is free to do whatever he pleases. A few days later, Kain's father announced to the other nobles that Kain was 5 years old and had undergone baptism. Then Kain's father wanted to know Kain's next plan. What does he want to be in the future? Kain replied that he would be an adventurer. Kain wanted to use his powers to help and make others smile. He wanted to explore various places to have fun and enjoy his life as an adventurer. On the other hand, the gods and goddesses rely heavily on the power possessed by Kazuya. If Kain's body had reached the age of 16, he would have been much stronger than he is now. Level 10 was nothing for Kazuya. Precisely, the gods and goddesses should give him more power. They will need Kazuya's strength and figure in Kain's body in the future.
力が必要になる時がきっと来るからな。